And we're back with the Screen Team. We're getting ready to review a movie that came out here in 2018, and it's an animated film. It's one of those stop-motion animated films produced by the folks over at Aardman Animations, and I love those guys. Those guys do everything from Wallace and Gromit to Shaun the Sheep. Everything that those guys do, I'm on board, just because not only is the animation just outstanding, but the story's good, too. It's always a good story. This next film is a film called Early Man, which has to do with it's kind of like a sports comedy. Ironically, we've got these folks who what would you call them? They're
Neanderthals.
Not Neanderthals. So I was trying to find the politically correct term for that, but yeah, that's definitely the
early
the
ancient
term.
Americans.
We discover them, and their day-to-day life is basically hunting, trying to survive, trying to eat, right? Yeah. Trying to find rabbits to take care of and live in harmony, correct?
Right.
But as they go on and as they hunt and as they discover and plot their land.
They're not very good at it.
They're not very good at it, but they discover that they're not the only ones in this world either, right?
Right.
They discover that there's other humans in this planet, and they are from the Bronze Age.
Right, and these guys have been living in a hole.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally living in a little paradise-like hole in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And once they are removed from that hole, they discover that they've been taken. They're kidnapped or something, aren't they? Yeah. Gosh, it's been a while since I watched this movie.
Yeah,
apparently.
something like that.
They're kidnapped, and they're forced into the arena to battle for the amusement of the Bronze Age.
But what is the battle, though? It's not your typical gladiator type setting. It's soccer.
It's football.
You're
soccer.
right. It's football.
Football soccer.
It's football. And we've got many different teams, and one of the teams is the good-looking, bronze. They got the long hair flowing and Olympian-looking characters, and basically they've got to go up against the Neanderthals, as you said, and that's when our basic crux of the story is our Neanderthals have to go and win a soccer game against the tough...
In order to keep their land.
Correct. So that's your story. What did you think about the movie? Did you like it?
Not really.
I didn't either. As you can tell by a review, how we're like, what are they? Neanderthals? Okay, what were they doing?
I just... of all of the things that they've put out, that was probably the least interesting to me.
I agree 100%.
And as soon as I realized the whole story was going in the direction of soccer,
yeah, I
thought, this is different.
Sure.
But it just wasn't different interesting.
I agree with you 100%. When they showed the trailer, I don't know if you ever saw the trailer, but it was basically like we said, we've got these, primitive folks, they're living, and then they meet the Bronze Age people, and you think that that's what the story's going to be about. You don't think that soccer's going to be involved somehow.
Right.
And I love soccer. I love sports. I'm a huge sports guy, but for some reason it just didn't work. I didn't really care.
It even has a Mulan type situation in it, where there's a girl and they don't let girls play, and so she has to kind of go in hiding to play, and just, stepping out. I mean, there's all kinds of messages and lessons to be learned and nonsense.
Nonsense.
Lots and lots of nonsense, which they're good at.
They are good at it, but for this one, it just didn't hit for me. Yeah. But you're a fan of these guys. You like the Wallace and Gromit. You like the Shaun the Sheep, the Chicken Run type movies,
sure.
correct?
And I think a lot of that has to do with they're a casual watch to me, rather than going to the movies and, forking out $100 to sit in a relaxing chair with a beverage and popcorn.
And you had all of that too.
I had all of that going on, and I was still like, I really could be doing something else right now.
Sure. Yeah, I felt the same way. It was a little disappointing, but just because we didn't like it, do you think there's folks out there who might?
Oh, I'm sure there's somebody out there that likes it. I don't know who it would be.
Thank you for your honesty. What did you think about the people who provided the voices? Because I didn't really care for them.
I don't even remember.
Tom Hiddleston played Lord Newt, and Tom Hiddleston plays Loki in all the Avengers movies. Eddie Redmayne played Doug, who was our main character. Eddie was he was in the new Harry Potter film. What's his name? The guy who has all the magical creatures. That guy.
Yeah.
Also, Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
She did a voice in it as well. I didn't care for the voices too much in this one.
I didn't. They didn't stand out and bother me, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember.
All right.
I sort of pocketed the whole thing away.
So do you want to watch this again?
Nope.
Okay, there you go. Early Man is the name of the film. As Sabrina says, that's what she says. She says, meh. Coming up, we got more reviews right here. Hopefully we'll do better on the Screen Team.